Okay, let's take a look at my 2022 kit and let's change it to 2023. I use a very simple kit, and my primary camera is the Sony a6300. It's an APS-C camera, and the lens that I use with that is the Sony 10-18 f4, which tends to work pretty well with it. My backup camera, and you should have a backup camera as a professional photographer, is the a7 III, and the lens that I'm using for that is the Sony 16-35 f4. The flashes that I'm using are the Godox 860 Series 2, and I have two of those. And the controller for that is the R2 Pro 3, I think. And extra batteries. Very simple kit. So the first thing that I want to do in doing an upgrade is not necessarily the camera bodies, because the replacement body for my 6300 would be the 6400, and I think it's $800, or maybe $900. For that price, I don't necessarily think the image quality is worth $800 of image quality upgrade. Same thing with the a7 III. There's the a7 IV, which is more megapixels and has a better menu system, better focusing. But as far as image quality goes, it isn't $2,000 worth of image quality upgrade. So the thing that I want to do is change the lenses. So this lens is the 10-18, which is a pretty good workhorse lens. But one of the things about this lens is on high contrast situations like windows and on a sunny day, this lens tends to bloom. And there's also a little bit of distortion at 10. So the first thing I want to do is replace this. So I replaced this lens with the new 10-20 PZG lens. And this lens is smaller, lighter, and is infinitely sharper than the old lens. So we're going to put that in there. Now, what can you say about this lens? It's a true workhorse, and people recommend this lens a lot to do real estate photography. But the thing with this lens is it's heavy, and this lens also, with continued use, sometimes the motors have to be replaced. And what happens is the motor, the focusing motor, and this is starting to make noise. So I needed to either repair this, and the repair is like $400 for this. So I decided just to get a new lens. Now the lens that I'm replacing it with is the new PZ 16-35G lens. And this lens, like its predecessor, like the 16-30 or the 10-20, this lens is smaller, lighter, and sharper than the Zeiss. I've been using this lens for a few months now, and I have never wanted to use the Zeiss lens after I started getting used to this. And that takes care of the lenses. Now, as I'm also going through shooting style wise, I've changed a little bit in the way I'm using lighting. And as much as I love these strobes, they're cheap, they're all over the place, and these units just don't ever break. I've decided to change these lights to Godox AD100s. And the things that I like about the AD100s are its interface. And this is also a round light, which the way I shoot, the shape of this light and the quality coming out of this light, I find much more appealing because of how I shoot now. So we're going to take these strobes out, and we're going to change those strobes out to the AD100s. Oh, also, the AD100s, the V860s, I think, are $149, $129, and the AD300s are $300. And that is a large price difference. And that price difference, I definitely would not buy the AD100s. But Black Friday prices, they went for $179. So for a $50 price difference, and the shape of the light, the interface, they work better on stands. The AD100s are perfect for the way I shoot. So this is my kit for 2023, and this is, I think, a $2,000 upgrade. So for $2,000, I have great lenses, new strobes, and don't have to worry about my camera bodies for a while.